Hello friends, and welcome for our part 2 video or extension activity from the book we just read, The Mitten. So today's activity, we're going to be doing a story retelling. So you all have, this worksheet in your packets. It's labeled with Class Dojo activity for 1-13-21. So this is our retelling. Now I went ahead and the animals on the side I colored to go along with our story. That part is optional. You don't have to color them in if you don't want to. I went ahead and colored them in just to make it look a little bit more fun. So if you want to pause the video now and color in your animals, you can do that. You can give a minute and then just press play again once you've colored them all in if you want. So you'll need that worksheet. You'll also need a pair of scissors to cut with, and you will need some glue. I'm going to use stick glue today, but if you want to use liquid glue, then you can use that as well. So if you're going to color, go ahead and color them in. Once you're done with that, you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut along the dotted lines. Now I think it's easier if you cut out this rectangle first and then cut each little piece out. So this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to cut right along the dotted lines, but instead of stopping, I'm going to go all the way to the top. So now I have my mitten and my character pieces. Next, after you've cut that out, so if you need to pause the video if you're still cutting, you can do that. You're going to take, I think I forgot to tell you this, friends, so we know whose is whose. You're going to take your writing utensil. Today I'm using a blue marker. You can use whatever you want. And I want you to write your name either at the top or inside the glove. But because there's lines here, I'm going to write mine at the top. It might be a little bit easier. So I'm going to write Miss Jessica. Okay. And remember, use your 3-point grip. We really want to see the 2 fingers on the top and the front and the 1 finger on the back. Okay. Then I wrote my name by myself. If you need mom or dad to help you, they can write your name first and then you can trace. But what I really want you to work on is holding that pen or pencil, crayon, whatever you're using, with a 3-point grip. That's this right here. 2 fingers in the front, 1 finger on the back. Okay? Now, also, if holding a long pencil or marker is too hard, you can take a crayon and break it and then use a small ended piece like this to help you practice that grasp a little bit better. So again, if holding a long pen, pencil, marker, whatever you're using is too hard, you can take a crayon, break it into a little piece, and then hold it this way. Okay, practice that 3-point grip. Now we have our mitten. So I'm going to put that to the side. We don't need that for right now. I want you to pick up this piece again with the characters, and we're going to cut them out right along. Let me turn so we can see. Right along the dotted line. Okay. If you need a minute to do this, then I might be going a little fast just for the video's sake, but if you need a little bit longer, you're more than welcome to do a little bit longer. So again, I'm cutting along the dotted lines. I'm holding my paper with the hand. I'm not using a cut. And you have kids scissors, so you're only going to get 2 fingers in your top and 1 finger in your bottom. I have adult scissors, so I have 2. Okay. Now again, if I'm cutting a little too fast, that's okay. You don't have to go as fast as I'm going. Then you should be left over with this little piece of trash. You can just go ahead and throw that away. We're not going to need that anymore. And then if you're still cutting, pause the video here Finish cutting out your pieces. I really want you to take your time. If it's not right on the dotted line, that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Mine aren't either. Okay. And then you should have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces all together. Unless I might have dropped one. 2, 4, 6, no, 8. You should have 8 characters all together. Okay. So what we're going to do, since you have your mitten cut out and now your characters cut out, we are going to retell our story we just read in order with the characters. So let's go back to our book, The Mitten. And out of the animal characters, no, not the main character, not Nikki. Out of the animal characters, who remembers what the first animal was to climb into the glove? Does anybody want to take a guess? If you guessed the mole, you are right. The mole was the very first character to climb into the glove. And remember that context clue? This is going to show you what character comes next. You want to look at that for a minute. So we're going to find our mole. Our mole looks like this. He starts with an M, mole. We're going to take our glue stick. We're going to glue the back here. Make a little circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 little circles. And then we're going to put him here. He's our first character, right there. Okay. Now, who is our second character? Who came next? If you guessed the white rabbit, you are correct. The snowshoe rabbit came next. And again, there's that context clue. That animal comes after the snowshoe rabbit. So let's find our snowshoe rabbit. He's right here. He starts with an R. And we are going to, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 little circles on the back. And we're going to put him in our glove. I'm covering up Mr. Mole a little bit there. Snowshoe rabbit came next. All right. Who came after the snowshoe rabbit? Who is third in our story? It's kind of hard to see his face in here, but if you guessed the hedgehog, you are correct. The hedgehog came next. It's kind of hard to see his face because he's going in face first. There it is, poking out. And again, that context clue, that'll tell you who comes fourth. So let's find Mr. Hedgehog. Here he is. And the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 little circles. And we're going to put Mr. Hedgehog on here. Okay. Now if he's outside of your glove, that's okay because these character pieces are a little bit big for the glove. That's fine. Remember, our glove was small. It started out small. Okay, so he was third. Who comes fourth? Who looked at that context clue? Who comes fourth? The owl. Woo-hoo, the owl comes fourth. Let me show you that next context clue for fifth. You can see him poking out. So let's find our Mr. Owl. And again, we're going to do 10 little circles on the back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to put him on our glove. Now, you don't have to put him the way I am. I'm just kind of trying to put them a little bit in order here. Ooh, it's getting so full. Okay. Now, let's see who comes fifth. Fifth is the badger. The badger comes fifth. There he is poking out, going in the glove. I'll show you the context clue for sixth. Okay, so let's find our badger. Here he is, badger. He starts with a B. Again, we're going to take that glue stick, count to 10. If you can count to 10 in your head, you can do that. And we're gonna put it on Mr. Badger. Badger. All right. 6. What animal comes 6? Who comes next? The fox. The orange fox, he comes 6. And I'm going to hold it up a little bit longer so you can see that context clue again. All right, so we're going to find Mr. Fox. He starts with an F. And we're going to glue the back. I said that a little long, huh? Glue the back. We're going to put him on our glove, or a mitten. I'm sorry, I keep saying glove. It's a mitten. A glove is when you have your fingers are on there, but a mitten is when it covers all of your fingers. Okay, so let's see who comes 7th. Who saw that context clue? Who comes 7th? If you guessed the bear, you are right. The bear comes 7th. I'll leave that up for a minute for that context, the last context clue. So let's find our bear. Bear also starts with a B, like badger. Okay, bear. We're gonna put him on here. Put him up there like that. So that's what we have so far here. Okay, and our last one is the mouse. The mouse was the very last one, right on top of Bear's nose. He was our 8th friend. Mouse. Mouse. Ooh, the string from the glue was poking through. And I am gonna put mouse right on top since, I'm gonna put him right on top of Bear since he was on top of Bear's nose. And look at that, we just retold our story. First was mole, 2nd rabbit, 3rd hedgehog, 4th owl, 5th badger, 6th fox, 7th bear, and last but not least was mole. And to take it a step further, who remembers what happened, or not mole, mouse. Who remembers what happened when mouse got on top of Bear's nose? You guys remember what Bear did? Mouse got on his nose and he tickled it around, and Bear had a great sneeze. A great big choo. They all came back out of the glove. Good job, friends. That was a pretty tough one. That was a lot of work for today that you did. I'm so glad you guys persevered. That means you stuck with it. And you just retold a story. Excellent work. I can't wait to see your guys' retelling gloves. And I hope you have a very safe and a very happy Wednesday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye, friends.